This is day 5 of my 12 days of Christmas ornaments, and today we're going to make some little round bauble Christmas ornaments with some rhinestone rondelles.
The snow is falling down. I've been longing for this Christmas when everyone's around to share this holiday.
Did you pick up a little tree to make some of these ornaments? This is day 5 of my 12 days of Christmas. Handmade ornaments, beaded ornaments. Some of them could be made into earrings if you want. Let's make a very simple ornament using some round beads. These are from Vintage Necklaces. I have some purple and blue and pink. Kind of a grayish pearl. They're pretty similar in size. I can see that these two are a little bit larger. That's okay. And then let's throw in this fuchsia, this bright pink. And some rhinestone rondelles. These have an AB finish. I'm not sure yet which size I need. This larger one is 12 millimeter, and the smaller one is about 7. Let's see what we can do with these. I was going for 8, but I measured them and they're 7. Got all these little spacer beads in between, little 6/0s, and a few head pins. Not sure how large these holes are, but I have a feeling the head pin's going to go right through. Yes, it does. Let's check this one. It's close. Close call. It probably could go through all the way. Because of that, let's go ahead and put a small daisy spacer on the bottom. Small daisy spacer. Round bead. These are pretty good size. I'll have to measure them and see what we're using here. Get an idea. Wow, that's almost 18. The smaller ones are almost 16, so 16 to 18 millimeter. Head pin, small daisy spacer, round bead. This is the larger of the two. This is around 18 millimeter. Let's see how this rondelle looks. I'm not sure. Do I want the larger one here? I think the larger one is too much, but I'm going to try it. Why not? We won't know if we don't try. Ooh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? With the larger one. I actually need something, I think, in between. Probably a 10 millimeter would be good, but I don't have one. Let's just go with this larger one. Although it is kind of floating in the center, you can see the hole's pretty big here. I don't know if I add a small bead, if that will fix that. It pretty much does. Or, yeah, let's go with a small bead. It's going to be kind of tucked down inside here. I'm pushing everything down and bending this at a right angle. I'm not going to trim it as small as I normally do, like for earrings. I'm going to allow closer to a 1/2 inch for my loop. And I'm lining this up on the largest diameter of my round nose pliers, all the way out to here. We want a really big loop. In fact, I might be able to go bigger than this, but let's see what we can do here. Kind of roll it back and close it up. I'm not getting the look that I'm going for because of that little round bead down there. I took the bead off and I'm going to try again. I want that loop to stick above my rondelle. Let's try a different one. Let's try another one here. A small daisy spacer, round bead. Let's try the smaller of the rondelles. I really want to make this have a nice large loop on top. Putting it in the widest part, widest diameter, largest diameter. This is what I wanted to achieve, and it's not very straight, so get your other tool. You need to straighten this up a little bit. This is what I was going for. I wanted it to look like a little Christmas ornament. with this rhinestone rondelle being the top and a large loop on top. And I can close up this little hanger, this S-hook hanger that I made. I can make this a little bit tighter. I'll just put it on the end of the bowl. This one here with the larger one, I was having trouble making my loop. I have a small loop here. The smaller rhinestone rondelle looks better and it gives me more flexibility for making the loop inside. So now that I've tried both, I know which one I prefer. And it's the smaller ones here. So let's try this again. Small daisy spacer, large round bead. This one is about 18 millimeter. The smaller rhinestone rondelle, and this is a 7 millimeter. If you have an 8, that's perfectly fine. Let's bend this. I'm just wondering if I should just give this a slight bend, like rest this on top of the rondelle and give this a slight bend, and then trim it back. Use the largest diameter to make my loop. It is a little tricky making a loop and getting inside that rondelle. Something that seemed like it was going to be so simple doesn't really want to stay very round. It takes a little finagling to get that larger loop when it's tucked inside this rondelle. You can see how this wants to move up and down because I have a large loop at the top, but as soon as you put the ornament hanger on here, everything drops into place. So we got some miniature ornaments. Let's make a couple more. Tiny spacer bead, daisy spacer. Let's make a blue one. Kind of a bluish purple. The small rhinestone rondelle with the AB finish. Bend it, trim it, loop it.
Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy, but now this year is twice as special, 'cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention, giving you a smile I can seem to look away.
Another one.
But I think you feel it too, like a vibration right between us with a beautiful tune. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland?
I love this color.
Cold night, but warm inside. Already said a little prayer that you will stick around.
I'm actually finding now that it's better not to get too long on this wire because it's harder to get the loop inside of here. Just straighten it out as you need to. And let's make a few little hangers. If you're enjoying this video, I sure do appreciate a thumbs up, and be sure to comment. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. And keep watching. There's more. Need a ruler, some 20 gauge craft wire. Straighten it a little bit. Got a wire straightener here too. This helps a lot. Some wire cutters, flush cutters, and let's make this. I make them anywhere between 1.5 inches to 2 inches. Let's go 2 inches on this one. I know one end is flush and one is not. I'm not going to worry about that too much for these. If we were making earrings, I'd make sure that both ends of the wire are completely flush cut. But for these, it's okay. 2 inches. What do we need? We need 3. I'm not sure if the first ones I made were 1.5 inches or 2. Just taking my bail maker, and I'm going to work first with the smaller part of the bail at the bottom, and I'm lining this up flush and just pushing the wire around. And then you can either use the small or the larger end, whichever you prefer. If you want to use the larger side, so we have one smaller, one larger, just line up the wire. We're going to bend opposite. This is looping up. We're going to bend opposite. We're basically making a little S hook, and you can adjust it so that that part would go over the branch and this part would hold the ornament. And we can use a tool, or we can just shape this with our fingers, whichever you prefer. Got my round nose pliers here, and you can shape that and close that up if you'd like. Let's make 2 more like that, because these are more of just an S hook, where I use a small part of the mandrel for both the top and the bottom. So that's why we're just trying something a little different here. Wire lined up, flush, push it around, make a little hook, and then line it up with the larger part of the mandrel on the bottom and wrap it around. And therefore we have a larger hook at the top and smaller at the bottom. Add the ornament. If you don't have these tools, you can just use a pen. Take a pen and wrap your wire around, and then wrap it around the opposite way too. This one's curving up, so now I'm going to wrap curving down. It's a little sharp here on the end, so do be careful if you're using a pen. And here we've got an S hook. You know, this is just an ornament, and this hook is going to pretty much disappear on the tree. If we were making larger ornaments for a regular sized Christmas tree, I would probably make some fancier hangers. But for this, you're not even really going to see the hanger. So we got a couple different sizes here, and we made them a few different ways. We have some little round Christmas ornaments with the little round dowel. Let's go put these on the Christmas tree and see what they look like.
Special, 'cause I'm hoping for that we'll fall in love in this winterland. Could we fall in love in this winterland? Wanna fall in love in this winter wonder.
I'm not sure if I said it earlier in the video, but when you're out shopping, look for vintage necklaces, especially the round ones, the ones that nobody else seemed to want, because they make adorable little Christmas ornaments. And the next video is day number 6 of my 12 days of Christmas ornaments. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Jewelry, and I'll see you in the next video.